Howdy, y'all. It's Shannon from Creative Chaos in Tennessee, and today we are back with another Scraps to Embellishment hop for the swaps that take place over on Ginger's Corner. This week's swap is under construction. That's the theme, under construction. And it said anything to do with remodeling. So my thought was we kind of skip the remodeling and get to the pretty part. But I racked my brain on this one. This one's going to be short and sweet. But I just wanted to say that there is no wrong way, as Ginger likes to say. So use your imagination. I saw a lot of people posting saying they really stumped on this one and what to do. But you don't have to be. It truly is up to you. There's no wrong way. Use your imagination. So I'll tell you, the way my brain worked was I couldn't think of anything under construction either. I didn't want to do super detailed, like, construction stuff. And that's fine if you do. But when I think of home remodeling projects, I've done a lot of them. I think of all the ways we are taking pieces and putting them together to create what we love that actually makes our home. And so I thought, okay, I want to start with a general house theme. But then I thought, okay, that's too simple. So I did get on my Cricut and cut all this stuff out, but I ended up, we always, whenever you're doing any kind of remodeling project, it's because you're putting love into it, right, in your time. So I thought, what better way than to add hearts to the house to show the love we put into it. I ended up cutting out Home Sweet Home as the title because that's what we are making it. A home that we love whenever we do remodeling projects. And I got a new sewing machine, y'all. I know I told y'all I just got that small one off Temu. And I do like it. It's like it's mini. I think I don't remember if I showed it to y'all or not. But the only thing I don't like about it, it works really great sewing on paper. Works wonderfully. Is the fact that it's so lightweight and small. It's a two-hand job to use it because you need one hand to hold it down and one hand to run the paper through, but it's not, you can't run your paper through easily because you need sometimes two hands to turn stuff and move it. So I talked my husband into getting me a full-size sewing machine, and they had them on sale at Walmart for like $80 for a brother. Really nice. Does all these different stitches. So I got bitten by the sewing bug, even though I always say I'm not a sewer. These are still not perfect, so give me grace. But I thought they was very fitting for the fact that we take different materials, just like with scrapbooking. We piece them together for remodeling and make a project or a home that we love. So I did these, and then I did a zigzag stitch because I can pick different stitches on my new sewing machine, so I'm so excited. It is a little bit of a learning curve, but I'm loving it, and I can't wait to sew on everything. You are going to see lots of sewing. But you can tell it's not perfect. I'm still learning how to use it, but I think it looked good for what the theme was and what my thoughts behind it are. There is no wrong way. So you might see this and think, what in the world? I mean, why did she come up with that for remodeling? But that's just my thoughts. So for those of y'all struggling, I hope this inspires you to think outside the box. It doesn't have to be orange and construction cones or dump trucks or any other thing, because under construction is the name of the theme, but then it says anything to do with remodeling. So those are kind of two whole different things. So, you know, weigh it out and decide what you want to do. Y'all are going to be so proud of me because I'm going to use saltwater taffy distress oxide to ink with today. I know, it's not black soot or the brown colors. So, I'm actually going to use tone on tone today of a sorts. I'm actually just lazy and this was already out from my last project, so that's why I'm using it. I'm still working on cutting up this paper. Y'all saw me use a lot. I have a lot of scraps of it now, and I still have a bunch of sheets left, even though I've used a lot, because it came in bulk packs of the same sheet. So, I'm just lightly inking on my little hearts. This one, like I said, is super, super simple. This is so easy to do something like this. You could totally create a title with stickers with your dies. Most all of us have alphabet dies. It would be easy to cut out a title. You don't have to say home sweet home. You can make it your own. It would be easy to trace a house shape. Even if you don't have a cutting machine, it does make it a lot faster. But, you know, if you had a die of just a basic house shape, you could take and draw one out and then trace it and cut it out on all your other ones. The options are limitless. Also, y'all notice I ended up with one of these glue presses that presses out your glue, but I'm using the Nuvo glue that came with it, so it's a little bit different. I got it because I thought it would be better for my arthritic hands, but I don't know yet. I'm still undecided. I've used it to do this swap and put, you know, like 20 of them together at this point. My friend Sandy was able to hook me up with a really, really, really good cheap deal on this, because that's what threw me off and why I wasn't interested in getting it, was the price of it. Because I'm sorry, but I can't see paying 50 or 60 bucks for something that squeezes glue out. I just can't. This was really cheap. She runs the crops I've been to up in Knoxville, which is a little bit away from me, but about an hour away. I don't know if she'll watch this video or not, but thanks, Sandy. I'm impressed so far. I do like the fact I can just set my glue down and not have to worry about sticking the needle back in it. And this has been out since yesterday, and of course you just saw that it just squirted glue out fine, so it actually didn't dry out, which I'm kind of trying to still figure out how that happens, how it doesn't dry out. So I'm still taking my white gel pen, and I'm still adding in my little details. So I wanted to just go around the heart. And I guess I should say about that glue press, I don't know that I'm impressed arthritis-wise, so to speak, because I still have to squeeze the trigger, and it still affects my wrist. I think I got a little bit of carpal tunnel going on, because that's my issue with the glue bottle too, and me squeezing. Whenever I squeeze, it presses here, and it's the same with that. It's just more on the side with this, pressing the trigger. So I don't know that it's really any, I mean, in my personal opinion. Now, some people may love it. In my personal opinion, I don't see that it's any better than just still having to squeeze your bottle of glue. Other than like whenever you're using like tacky glue or something that's really hard to get out, but this wouldn't fit tacky glue anyways. And they do give you an empty bottle with it to put your own glue in and put in here. But tacky glue, it says it's not suitable for every glue. So tacky glue wouldn't work in that anyways, because I'm sure it would probably be too thick. And I just wanted to go over this and do multiple lines, because originally I hadn't yet stitched on it, because I didn't have the sewing machine out and set up and all that. So I just went over it a few times, and you can tell, I mean, but then I did sew on it, but I feel like it just gives it a little more definition. So, you know, y'all know me, I like to add all the little extra. I mean, I'm a little bit extra. I do like to add the little extra stuff. Okay, I'm going to start by gluing this one on since it's at the end. I do have to say, I don't think the tip is as fine as the one on my Barely Art glue. So that's one downfall. Woo! But, you don't have to use a whole lot of this glue, so. But with Barely Art, you don't have to either. And I mean, I only use a lot if I'm trying to really hold something heavy down or something. So, and I'm working backwards so I can put it in where it needs to be and have enough spacing. So, oops, it's sticking to me because there's so much glue, even though I'm only putting a little bit. And I think, I'm not sure, but I think you can buy other tips to go with this to put on the bottles. I thought I'd heard somebody say that there was actually, I got a little piece of scrap in there. It just fell down in there. There we go. It came off the mat, or out of the S. That you can get one of these to actually fit the Barely Art round bottle, but I don't know. I didn't go in depth about it. Once I saw the price, I was like, yeah, I'm not interested. But she had a deal that couldn't pass up, so. And she had a limited number. I don't even know if she still has any left. But if you are interested in getting one, I mean, it's not $5, but it's not $5 cheap, but it is cheap. About half the price of what I saw online. Message me and I will send you her info, and you can message her and see if she has any left. Alright, so there it is, and then I will just run this through my sewing machine. I'm not going to do it here because it's a big one. I'm trying to get my husband to give up his desk space so I can just set up a dedicated sewing die cutting area. It ain't happened yet, but y'all know I'm working him out. I'm working him out of here. Okay, so thank you guys for hanging out, and last but not least, don't forget to sign your work so that you get credit whenever. There's a lot of us YouTubers, if you actually do the swap. I do have a stamp with my name on it, but I like to, on this one you can't see it because it's black, so I just write it in white pen, but I be sure to let this dry all the way before I set it on top of another one, because if not, it will totally, if you pack this up immediately, it will have your name across the front of the other swap and it will mess it up, and because you can't get it off. So just be aware. I usually put them, line them all out, sign them, let them set for a little while, and dry it before I pack. So, I hope you guys were inspired by this. It helps you think outside the box, that you will come and sign up. Tomorrow is sign-ups for this swap on Ginger's Corner. Let's see if you can see it a little bit better. Sorry, y'all. I also forgot to add, comment on this video and you will be entered to win one of these. I will do the drawing the last day of the month. That's usually a given. I always do a giveaway with the embellishments swaps, but I forgot to mention it. So you can still comment on this and be entered to win. But so until then, bye y'all.